Hello friends, welcome to Learn Editorial Words, and I'm here with a new editorial. This one is from Times of India, quick and painless. Courts should not stall mutual consent divorce cases and add to petitioners' misery. In a recent ruling, the Madras High Court has observed that if a married couple files for divorce through mutual consent, then it wasn't the court's business to deny judicial separation by insisting on knowing the reason for their decision. This is a step in the right direction. Divorce in India continues to be a cumbersome process. Family courts continue to work on a paradigm that discourages divorces, even when couples have decided to amicably part ways. Such an approach not only infantilizes grown-up adults, but also clogs up the courts themselves. In the case before the Madras High Court, a couple who had been living separately for more than a year had their joint divorce plea dismissed by a Tirunelveli family court because they had not mentioned the reason for their separation. But such interventions only prolong the agony of the petitioners. Worse still, by forcing couples to provide reasons for their split, courts end up making an already difficult process even more traumatic. All of this can be avoided if courts simply accept joint divorce petitions on their face value and quickly grant judicial separation. In this regard, the Madras High Court has rightly observed that in such cases the court couldn't act like a fact-finding authority and should respect the sentiments of the petitioners. The fundamental problem lies in the fact that the Indian system still views women through the prism of patriarchy and citizens in general through the prism of bureaucracy. Women are still seen as devoid of agency and dependent on their spouses, and the state's business is to interfere in private lives and teach people how to be moral. However, the social reality is fast changing, with women today far more economically independent than their mothers. In such scenario, couples deciding to mutually end their marriages is normal. Courts must not stand in their way. Now it's time to note the meaning of some important words. Misery is a noun which means great unhappiness. Example, 10 years of marriage to him have made her life a misery. Cumbersome is an adjective which means slow or complicated and therefore inefficient. The process of getting the approval is too slow and too cumbersome. Paradigm is a noun. Paradigm is a typical example or pattern of something. The war was a paradigm of destructive side of human nature. Amicable is an adjective, something done or achieved in a polite or friendly way without arguing. An amicable relationship. An amicable settlement was reached. Infantilize is a verb which means to treat someone as if the person were a child. He argues that giving money to poor infantilizes them and stops them from helping themselves. Clog up is a verb, become or cause to become obstructed. The leaves clog our drains. In the picture we can see the man is trying to fix his clogged basin. Agony is a noun which means extreme physical or mental pain or suffering. She lay there screaming in agony. Patriarchy is a noun. Patriarchy is a system of society or government in which men hold the power and women are largely excluded from it. The dominant ideology of patriarchy. Bureaucracy is a noun. Bureaucracy is a system of official rules and ways of doing things that a government or an organization has, especially when these seem to be too complicated. Unnecessary, excessive bureaucracy. We need to reduce paperwork and bureaucracy in the company. Now we have covered the important words. I will read them out again and bring out a pen and paper. Note this out and try to remember them. Misery, cumbersome. paradigm, amicable, infantilize, clog up, agony, patriarchy, bureaucracy. What you will do, rewind this video, replay as much as possible, try to learn the words again and again, and try to comprehend the whole thing. I will give the link of this editorial in the description, and at the end, thank you friends, and like, comment, and suggest me if something is to be improved, and subscribe this channel please. Thank you.